The man came home carrying a cake to celebrate his 10th wedding anniversary with his wife, but to his surprise he found in the study a signed divorce agreement and several photos of his own affair. Just recently, the woman had found out she was 2 months pregnant. She wanted to surprise him, but when she reached his office door, she saw him entangled with another woman. She called his phone, but when he saw her name on the screen, he ignored it. She didn't call again, just quietly went home and signed the divorce papers, planning to announce it publicly at the anniversary party. But on the day of the party, the other woman boldly announced her own pregnancy in front of all the guests. Seeing that, the wife knew her husband no longer loved her. She used to fight fearlessly for what was hers, but now, she chose to let go. Just as she turned to leave, she suddenly fainted on the spot. When she opened her eyes again, she found herself lying in a hospital bed, with the man sitting by her side. Seeing this, she felt a brief moment of comfort. When the man learned she was pregnant, he asked her to keep the baby. Thinking he had finally taken responsibility, she agreed to trust him once more. But then the other woman entered the room, pretending to visit, but actually flaunting her dominance. She mocked the wife, saying only women who aren't loved try to trap men with a baby. The wife smirked in response, but couldn't stop the pain in her heart. Seeing that the wife didn't care, the woman dragged her off the hospital bed, unaware that the wife had already signed the divorce papers. The man entered and saw both women on the floor calling out for help. Without hesitation, he dropped everything and ran to lift the other woman up. Fortunately, after he left, a nurse found the wife in time and called for help. But when they were both brought to the surgery ward, only one doctor was available. The wife tearfully begged the man to save their child, but just like in their past life, he chose to save the other woman first. Hours later, the doctor finally came out, and the nurse quickly reminded him that there was still another patient untreated. When he checked on the wife, he found that the baby couldn't be saved. After surgery, both women were placed in the same hospital room. The other woman acted weak and asked the man to stay with her in front of the wife, then pretended to care and told the man the wife had woken up. But as soon as the man spoke, he told the wife to apologize to the other woman. The wife was completely heartbroken and asked the nurse to transfer her to another room, lying in a new bed. She was filled with guilt for her lost child when she received a message from the other woman. She opened it, only to see photos from her social media showing off. At that moment she finally realized the man had never truly loved her. 5 days later she returned home, but the man was still nowhere to be found. She planned a surprise for him, but when everything was ready, she saw the other woman walking him home. Faced with her provocation, the wife calmly asked the housekeeper to help the man inside. As soon as he entered, he handed her an elegant necklace, but she only smiled faintly and said she also had a gift for him, but he would have to wait until after the ceremony to see it. The next day, the woman returned to the office and opened a message from a friend. What she saw next completely shocked her.